welcome to our Diamond Pep Rally. Just want to shout out the Diamonds who put this call together, kind of the masterminds behind this group here. Alita Langford, who's not with us tonight because I think she's traveling to a funeral, but you all know and love her. Amber Miller, Brenda Martin, Brianne Coolidge, myself, Brittney Howard, my friend Christina Williams, Eva Schmidt, Lori Bradford, Marianne Anderson, the great Sheila Medina, and of course, Wendy Larson. So we definitely have a powerhouse lineup. And let me tell you, some good conversations happened while we were in Cancun. We left so fired up, and we were just like, we have to take this energy and excitement to everybody, to all of Plexus, because unless you have been hiding under a rock, you have seen the amazing viral purple drink that everybody is raving about. And you have heard from Wendy Larson about that. You're going to hear more from her tonight. You've seen the Icon program. You're going to hear from an Icon Diamond tonight. And you have seen the Aura Ring incentive. We have so many fun things lined up, and March could be one of our biggest months yet. And it's totally up to us. So we just wanted to bring you guys some excitement, some belief, some energy, some inspo and motivation, some tips so that March can be your best month yet. So we're going to kick off tonight with the one and only Sheila Medina. She has some things to share with you, and then we'll pass it back to me and we'll go from there. Sheila?
I'm so excited to be a part of this pep rally tonight. So show me some out there. Woo. All right. Believe it or not, this year marks 18 years for me. Is that crazy? 18 years that I've been with Plexus. And over the years, I have seen momentum come. I've seen it go. I've watched waves of excitement, growth, and even some breakthrough seasons. But I have to tell you, this one feels different. There's some energy right now that feels fresh. It feels aligned. It feels simple. And honestly, it feels so exciting. It feels like people are ready. Wouldn't you agree? Ready for better health, ready for a real opportunity, ready for what's possible when everything clicks. And after 18 years, I can say this with confidence. When you have seen what I have seen, and you know when something special is happening, and what's happening right now is not a moment, it's a movement. And I believe everyone that leans in, makes a decision, and commits are going to look back and say, that's when everything shifted. So I'm asking you, are you ready for a shift? Let's do this, Brittney.
Definitely ready for a shift. Thank you so much for that, Sheila. Okay, so if you have been, unless you've been hiding under a rock, then you probably have already heard from Wendy about GLP. We heard from her in Cancun. She was amazing. We've watched her videos, but tonight she is going to share even more with you about this new GLP-1 combo, the purple drink. Wendy, what you got for us?
Hey everyone, who is loving the purple drink? Who's loving what it's doing for our businesses right now? I'm so excited. I'm so excited we have almost 1,000 people on here right now. Like, kudos to all of you guys out in the field that's getting your teams on here. Okay, so like Sheila said, this is a movement, and what we're going to be doing with the GLP-1 in the next 10 minutes is it's not totally product training, although we will do a little bit of screen sharing on that in a little bit, but this is a positioning shift. This is a positioning shift for your business. And I know you guys have probably, if you've been paying attention, you have seen the tagline, you've met the pink drink, but have you met the purple drink? I mean, if we can make the purple drink go viral, can we make that whole tagline go viral too? Because I want to see it in our social media too, like our Plexus social media. I want to see it on our back offices. Wouldn't that be so cool? Okay, so this is a positioning shift. We are stepping into a GLP-1 conversation, which is happening everywhere. If it's not happening with Plexus, it's happening somewhere else. So it needs to come from us in a really, really big way. Okay. Like I mentioned in other Zooms before, 86% of women everywhere are looking to lose between 5 and 20 pounds. That is a massive demographic of people that are looking to change body composition. And that doesn't mean that you have to build a business on weight loss. There are so many health benefits to a healthy GLP-1 signal. Okay, so many. It goes beyond the food noise, or beyond the I'm getting full, or beyond the I don't feel like snacking. The GLP-1 hormone is connected to our entire endocrine system. Our entire endocrine system. And when that is healthy and strong, that is going to affect areas like our gut health. That's going to make our gut health better. It's going to affect our cortisol, so we feel calmer. We've had so many testimonies of people saying they cannot believe how calm they feel. It's going to affect our sleep. It's affecting our menstrual cycles in a healthy way. I just got a testimony today from, she's in our Slim and Trim group, and she said she hasn't had a cycle in 2 years. She's young. She's young, and she just got her period, and she's so excited. So that's a big deal. It also, when we have healthy GLP-1 signaling, it reduces inflammation all throughout the body. And we're seeing this. We're seeing it in our faces. We're seeing it with our rings that are loose. We're seeing it in our belly. So this is just way more than weight loss. Weight loss is just the thing that we might notice from an outside standpoint, but there's a lot going on the inside. So I saw something from somebody on Eva's team, Sherry, if you're on here tonight. She said the smartest thing in one of her posts today, but she said that when she first started Plexus, she lost 20 pounds in her first 3 months, but that isn't what made her fall in love with Plexus. It was the results that she had after those 3 months. So can you look at what that resulted in? She started with a weight loss story and ended up as a jewel in our company because of what she loved 3 months after that. And this is going to be our businesses, you guys. If we give the best customer care, we are going to be popping jewels out left and right because of what they're seeing 3 months from now. So we have a proven protocol. I think Marianne's going to pop that up, but we have a proven protocol that yields results because the habits are healthy. We are helping instill healthy habits that are sustainable and effort bound, meaning we don't have a product that allows you to do whatever you want, eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want. You actually have to focus on nutrition and hydration and rest. And that's what's so wise, because we are a wellness company, right? And we get to dig into that. We get to cling to that. We get to be the root of that just because we're talking GLP-1. So who are we targeting? Who's our right audience? Easily, it could be women 35 and older. We're getting into a different hormonal shift, okay? We are going to be targeting people that are frustrated with diet cycles, or this is a big one right now, people that are curious about the injection, but they're hesitant. They're hesitant and they're questioning things. So this isn't about chasing everybody. This is about speaking directly to the people who are already curious about a weight management solution, okay? And so we want to make it simple. This isn't just like one product or random items. This is a solution. This is clarity. This is easy. This isn't hard. Yes, there is our getting started guide. So we already know we're mixing the purple drink. Some goals for the best results is mid-morning, the 10 to 2 o'clock window. I did a post in our Slim and Trim. If you guys are not in that, you guys have to get in that challenge group. But I did a post in the Slim and Trim challenge group about there is a hormone cycle. Our bodies cycle every 24 hours hormonally, okay? And there is a hormone cycle between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and we're hitting that window by mixing this drink in the 2 capsules or 30 minutes before lunch. We don't have to be so super exact, but this is a hormone cycle where we're hitting when insulin is at its most sensitive. And what we're doing is we're driving GLP-1 to get ahead of the insulin. And this is what's helping us not have cravings for snacks, getting full faster, because we're pushing the GLP-1 ahead of the insulin. This is a really big deal. And that is why that timing window is so imperative. We are also going to be bringing back old customers. You guys, are you excited about that? How many of you have had old customers coming back? Type it in the chat. Like, how many people are like, okay, I'm curious. This is amazing. I've had people that have been coming back and sharing that haven't shared in years and years and years. And now they're going for the Aura Ring. So it's like a revival. It's amazing. So you don't have to be an expert at GLP-1, but I would like to encourage you in any way, shape, or form to reach out to people with a simple message that says, I don't know if you've seen the explosion of GLP-1 medications, but we as Plexus now have a system that can support the same pathway naturally. And I thought you might want to know about it. We're not opening up any old wounds. We're just offering a new solution. These people already trust you. They've already tried something with you. And now you might have a tool for them that could create some level of longevity with their customer experience. So it's new conversations, new positioning, new volume. It's pretty amazing. So what are other things that you can do to increase retention? You can join the Slim and Trim Challenge. You can have weekly check-ins. You can have chats with your customers that you can be checking in with all the time. You can have non-scale victory tracking and before and after documentation. We want to flood social media with testimonies, and we're doing our best by making sure that testimonies are popping up everywhere in stories, in our challenges, in the Diamond group, in the Jewel group. I would encourage you, if you're on this call tonight and you have a team page, make sure a Slim and Trim combo testimony goes up in your team page daily. Show people what is possible. Now, I want to just remind everybody, some people have had very immediate results and some people take longer, but things are shifting and things are happening. I did not have my first scale victory until I finished my third full week. Some people are seeing results in 3 days. Lucky them. I wish I was one of those people, but I wasn't. But I kept going. I noticed other little things, the sleeping better, the rings looser, the tightening of my jammy pants that had to happen around my midsection. Just trust the process and also trust the system, the protocol that we gave. Make sure it's protein first, carbs second. Hydration is important. Sleep is hydration. Even a little bit of movement every day is really important to keeping that signal going strong. So don't just sell the system and let the system try to work for itself. Lead with the experience. You be an experience yourself. So that's what I want to say about GLP-1 tonight. I'm going to pass it back to Brittney.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Wendy. Wow, at all the people in the comments saying how many have had customers come back. So here's the deal. Your points should be amazing this month. Between all of these customers coming back and all of the new people coming in, I mean, you should have a record point month. So thank you for that, Wendy. Those sample messages and things were very helpful. All the info you shared, very helpful. The perspective, the marketing angle, all of that. And there's lots of sample messages in the chat right now. I see some more diamonds putting those in there. So guys, I just want to say, when we were in Cancun and I had a chance to just sit with some of these diamonds and just have a conversation, it really is incredible what happens when you sit and conversate with people who have built something amazing. Like, the conversation is different. You leave inspired, you leave challenged, you leave knowing I need to make some changes. I want to grow in this area, right? And our next speaker, Brianne Coolidge, she is one of those diamonds who makes you want to level up, because not only did she hit icon in 2025, She also has already hit it in 2026. She hit it in February, and she enrolled 19 people in February, which just blows my mind. So now she is here to talk to you about how you can earn your aura ring or your vibration plate this month with heart, with connection, without just sending copy and paste script. She's going to share with you how she really connects with the person to serve them well and still gets amazing results. So I'm going to turn it over to Brianne.
Well, I wasn't planning on starting with tears in my eyes, but thank you for that because all the feels, and I cannot tell y'all the energy this month. If you are not staying close to the fire, y'all, if you are not in a team chat, if you are not around people that are already where you want to be, I want you to get there because that is going to create something deep inside of you that's going to make you want to level up. And so everything that Brittney just said, y'all, that's what we're doing every day. The chats, the behind the scenes, that's going to build your belief. And that's exactly what I want to talk to y'all about tonight. So I know what it's like when I first started this 10 years ago to think that I don't have the network. I can't do this. I moved from a town with no stoplights to a town with a few. I don't have a huge Instagram following or Facebook following, but what I do is I love people really, really well. And I know that that can be true for every single person in here, whether you're an introvert, an extrovert, whether you're a 2 on the Enneagram, a 9 on the Enneagram, whether you don't even know what the Enneagram is, right? Recruiting at Plexus is not because you have to be persuasive. Okay. Recruiting at Plexus is not done because corporate gives us a discount. Do I love me some free shipping or 10% off? Absolutely. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You don't need it. Because when people come into this and they come with the heart and the vision that you are casting for them, price is not going to be an objection for you. Time is not going to be an objection for you. And recruiting is not convincing, y'all. Recruiting is vision casting. So what I want you to do right now in the chat, I want you to drop what you're going for this month because I love me a prize. There is nothing wrong with that, right? I love my vibration plate. I'm going to get his and her aura rings. I don't know if we'll wear them, if we're going to gift them, but I'm going to earn them because they're there and that's what we do, right? There is nothing wrong with wanting those things. But what I want you to know is that you're going to earn them, not again because you're convincing, but because you're going to truly see people, okay? What I want you to do next is I want you to drop in the chat a couple of common objections that you get. Maybe you kind of see like this price objection over and over, or you see a time objection over and over, or you can't get business builders out of your VIPs because X, Y, and Z. I want you to drop that in the chat. And here's what I want to do next. I want to convict you on those objections that you're dropping. Because I can tell you out of the 19 people that I recruited last month and the 2 that I already have this month, price was not an objection. Not because I am recruiting millionaires, but because I'm already casting vision for people that when they come in, they're not questioning the price. Now, are they asking what it is going to cost? Absolutely. But I've already got them broken down so that they know where they're heading in this. And when you truly see people, you are not going to have to overcome every single objection month after month after month. Now, when you think about those objections, y'all, what I want you to do next is I want you to think about the last few people that you've been messaging. If right now I said, I want you to go and I want you to voice message 10 people and invite them to an event tonight, are you going to new people or are you reaching out to the same 10 people that you've reached out to for the last 6 months? Because there's a huge difference in that. And if you're constantly having to overcome objections with people every single month and you're reaching out to them about another discount and another sale, they're not seeing your vision and you're not paving the way for them on where this could be. Because here's the thing that I want you to hear in this. Objections do not grow in the presence of strong belief. And if your belief is so strong, they're going to see that too. Okay. Objections are really, really loud when your belief is really, really quiet. And so if you have price objections over and over, what I want you to do is I want you to think, be really honest with yourself. Do I think this is expensive? If you're getting time objections over and over, do you think that it takes a lot of time to build this business, to take these products? And there's nothing wrong with it, y'all. When I came in, I didn't think I had the money or the time for this. I didn't think I had the network for it. But guess what? You can grow every single day. Your belief. And so what I want you to do today, and what I want to just chat with you about, if you have a pen or a paper, or even just watch this back, I love acronyms. I used to be a teacher. And so we're going to call this tonight SEE, S-E-E. First thing I want you to do with every single person, I want you to see their potential. When you go to reach out to a person, and y'all, I see this happen over and over again. Somebody will send me a message and they're like, oh, it's okay. They're not going to do this anyway. They don't have the time. They don't have the money. Then y'all, why are you reaching out to them? Right? Because if you don't see their potential, they are not going to see it either. If you don't see it privately, they're not going to feel it publicly. If you are only reaching out to them to get your vibration plate, to get your aura ring, to get that icon status, whatever it looks like for you, again, those things aren't bad. But if that's the only reason that you're reaching out to them, your conversation is going to be different. Do you genuinely see leadership in that person? Do you genuinely see a need for them to be where we are, to experience our products, to experience our culture, and to get involved in this community? Because that's where recruiting starts. It starts with how you think about people. And for the love, y'all, I know that ChatGPT will tell us all day long at the end of our messages to say, I know that this might seem a little bit random, but I was thinking about you. Stop with randomness. It is not random to see people. I thought about you because, and I want you to start seeing people, see their potential. Why did you think about them? Because that's the first step in that vision casting. Okay, E, encourage their possibility. Instead of just saying, I think you'd be amazing at this. Y'all, I already see you influencing people. I know that you deeply care about your health. I see you needing to show up in the moments with your kids every single day. And I would not be the friend that I want to be if I didn't encourage you to join me with this. You have to call out the potential in every single person and encourage their possibility. That's vision casting. You're not giving them something new, right? You're not calling them to be something different. You're just simply reflecting back on what already exists. And people will rise to the level of how they're seen. And this goes back to what Brittney just said, right? We have these amazing groups, and you better bet I'm going to rise to be at the level of the women that I surround myself by and with. And you're going to call people into that. I don't want you to just be sitting and having life go by, right? I say all the time, I have 3 teenagers. They're all in sports. My common tagline kind of is, I don't want to just be sitting on the sidelines of life. I want to be sitting on the sidelines while my kids are doing their best life. People are going to rise to the level that you see them. Last one, equip them with belief. This is where objections are absolutely going to dissolve. If they believe that they're welcome here, if they believe that their cost is going to be worth what they're putting in, if you're removing the overwhelm for them and you're offering them partnership, because how many of us have failed at other things before? Here, we don't let people fail because you're not just going for an aura ring, right? You're bringing somebody in and you're knowing that they belong here. And when you can offer that to that person and equip them with that belief and not just say, hey, here's everything you need to do. I'm going to send you the getting started guide. I love getting started guides. I've sent it about 45 times in the last 30 seconds, it feels like. But that's not all we're doing, right? With every single one of my people, it's let's take this first step together. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of somebody believing in you. And when you believe in that person that you're reaching out to, they're 100% going to have confidence in you, confidence in the products, and confidence in where we're going. I had a lady that for about 6 months had a cost objection with me. As soon as this purple drink came in, guess what she didn't think about at all? The cost. She went from not wanting to spend, she was ordering just the pink drink. She was taking half a pack a day because she was spreading it out over 2 months. This is a true story. I was just looking down through the PV in my back office. Guess how much she spent last month on products? $300. True story, y'all. Why? Because she has the belief and she knows where she's going and it's fully aligned with where she wants to be. She bought it for herself. She bought it for her husband. She just shared her first cart. Your objections every single time are going to be overcome through the vision that you cast for other people. And so when you're going into those conversations, I don't want you thinking about what if I fail at this? Maybe it doesn't feel as normal to you. I've had 10 years of experience with this, y'all. I had every single objection in the book. The only way that you're going to get better at this is to actually dive in and do it. Because it's not what if you fail, right? It's what if you grow? What if I find somebody to do this with? And when you can shift that fear to partnership, everything is going to change for you. And so here's what I want to leave y'all with tonight. This is something that you have the power to do. Okay. Marianne has very different strengths than I have, that very different strengths than Brittney has, than Brenda has, that Christina has, that Eva has. I could go through every single one of us. But we're all welcome and we all have a seat at this table because somebody needed my story. Somebody needed Amber's story or Alita's story. Somebody needs your story. And so what I want you to do tonight before you go to bed is I want you to sit down and I want you to write down 5 names. And next to those 5 names, I want you to see them. Use that an acronym. What do I absolutely know that they could bring to the table here? I'm not going to sit here and tell you I want you to send out 100 messages because I don't. I don't want you to go into your team page, grab a copy and paste message and send it just to say that you've sent it. Because the return on investment in that time is not going to be high. But when you can write down 5 names and you can truly see them and you can start that messaging, you'll probably end up sending 100 because it feels so much better to do it that way. Okay. Objections whisper when your belief is firm. I want you to go and see people. And I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to pass it back over to Brittney. We don't build this business by convincing people. We build this by believing in them until they believe in themselves. I love y'all. This is going to be the best March. Let's go.
So good, Brianne. So this is what makes Plexus so unique and set apart from any other company out there. Everything you've heard tonight so far, first of all, our products talked about by Wendy, and then just the heart and the care that we have for people, for our customers, for our team, and for our company. So thank you for that, Brianne. See their potential, encourage their possibility, equip them with belief. So very good. Okay, so we're going to end this evening with some fire from 2 more powerhouse diamonds, Christina Williams and Marianne Anderson. Marianne trained us in Cancun with Alita, and they were just so amazing. Like, I sat there on the front row watching and just so thankful, just so very thankful that I get to learn from them, that I get to know them. And they just made us all want to go and work. Just simplified it all. It was just so, so good. So, and then my ride or die, Christina, always brings fire. Don't embarrass me, Christina. I'm totally kidding. She never does. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Marianne and Christina.
Oh my gosh, you guys, are y'all just like, woo? I mean, that I don't even know. Like, we're gonna send that hype song that we were playing at the beginning. Eva was playing it because it's so good. And like, before you write those 5 names down, you need to do it. So Christina and I are gonna close this baby out. And She has something really good that I'm excited that she's going to share. And this is what I want to say to you guys, because this is what I notice happens for me too, right? You're listening to this and you're like, that's so inspiring. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that aura ring. I'm gonna get that vibration plate. And then you're like, yeah, but March is pretty crazy. I got a lot going on with my kids. Yeah, but my February wasn't that great. Yeah, but I've never really added 6 in a month. And we have this really big, long list of yeah, buts. Can anybody relate to that? So what I want you to do right now is I want you to pull out your pen and paper and let's just get real honest. We're not going to hide this. Bonus points if you send this to your upline Jewel, because she can help you with this. What are your yeah buts? Write them down. Write them down. What are all the yeah buts that you're like, oh, nobody saw that thought coming through my head, so maybe it doesn't count. What are all the yeah buts that you were thinking while this is going on tonight? And Christina's going to talk a little bit about how to move past those and what to do with them, because the good news is they don't have to control you.
Yeah, for sure. And here's the thing, like Marianne said, yeah, buts, we all have them. We all have them. They all precede something great. So anything that any of us, any of the jewels or diamonds on here that we've accomplished before we got there, we had to overcome a million yeah buts. So I'm going to break down a couple. One is what I would call the ceiling excuse. This is the yeah, but I've never done that before. So that looks like I've never enrolled 6, like Marianne said. That looks like I've never hit that rank. That looks like I've never had that person say yes. I've never earned that incentive. The ceiling excuse, it keeps people small. It keeps people small. Let me give you a piece of advice. None of us have ever until we did. So I'm a school teacher. I had never been a school teacher until I determined to be a school teacher. And so then I looked at the school teachers and thought, what do I have to do to be what they're being? And so I went to the college. I got the degrees. I got certified. I became a teacher. Same thing. I was not a wife until I determined that I would be one. And then I did what wives do and became one. Wasn't a mom until I determined to become a mom, took some steps, became a mom. So none of us ever have until we have. And so just know that, again, any ceilings that you've seen people bust through, they also could have been held back by that ceiling, but we didn't. So here's what I want you to know. The first time, it's always awkward. Always awkward. I think the only reason I have been successful is just because I'm perfectly comfortable being embarrassed. Like I'll go and read some of the things I've said before and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a wonder I make a cent here. But I've just been willing to be very, very messy and sometimes very publicly. Like I will give my very best effort and it will be a giant failure. And that's okay. And we're going to talk about that in a second. So just know that it's scary for everybody and you can do it anyway. Courage is only required in the face of fear. Okay. So the second, we have the ceiling excuse. The second is the identity excuse. This is that whole, yeah, but my situation is different. I'm somehow set apart because my personality isn't like Brianne's. Although I'm going to work on being a little more dainty like Brianne. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. But my personality isn't that, or my team isn't her team, or my season is harder than their season, or I'm tired, or I'm behind. That's the identity. That's where we attach our struggle like it's permanent or personal, right? News flash. Did you know they actually did this as a study? If we all took our problems or our limitations, put them in balloons, tossed them out into a field, and went and picked up somebody else's, 9 times out of 10, you want your own balloon back because everybody has it hard. Everybody has it hard. So you get to decide, does my situation explain me, or is this just something that I get to overcome? We all have situations. Who do you wish you could show up like? I got asked this question today. They said, how do you keep showing up when you don't feel like it? I say, I think about what would I do if I did feel like it?
Like, I just don't expect to have to feel like doing whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing. I've got some kids, I've got some fitness goals, I've got a business, I got a husband, I got a lot of things. And a lot of the time, I don't feel like doing the right thing, but it doesn't really matter how I feel. I'll think about what's the right thing and how would I be showing up if I did feel like showing up. So that's my identity. I'm a show upper. I'm going to show up with the right attitude in the right place 8 out of 10 times. 8 out of 10 times. Okay, we gotta fly. Yada yada yada. Okay, here's the last one that we're gonna hit on. Yeah, but what if I try and fail? Yeah, but some of you put, I'm going for the vibration plate because you didn't know if you could say I'm going for the ring, because then what if somebody knows? What if your upline holds you accountable to that? That looks like fear of public failure, fear of what people will think about you, fear of looking stupid, fear of letting people down, fear of being embarrassed. Just know, even diamonds don't want to let people down. Even diamonds don't want to be embarrassed. Even diamonds have to battle, golly, shouldn't I have this figured out by now? This, though, this fear of what if I try and fail, this is where people get paralyzed. Because if you get paralyzed, no longer is forward movement possible. So you have to decide, okay, failure, don't miss this. This is how I've built my whole life. Failure with intensity builds skill. That's it. I had no skill set until I started learning a million ways not to do this. I can't tell you how many, hey, this is random, but I wanted to send you a message I sent. And I was today years old and I realized I ain't going to do that no more. But it's okay. It's okay. It's worked out okay. Right? So it's just, I mean, failure with intensity builds skill. And if you do things enough times while soliciting feedback and pausing to reflect, you can move forward. Success leaves clues. You're not going to be the person exempt from being able to be successful if you show up with consistency the way the successful people show up. Some of you quit too soon on yourself, and then you use that as evidence for why you couldn't, shouldn't, or didn't. The reality is you didn't because you didn't. So this could be the month that you change that. So that's what I would say. I think Marianne's going to bring us home with a sweet close. I wasn't asked for the sweet close. I don't know why, but I think this is the month. If your identity is not someone of a doing it, making it happen, no matter what, like I know my heart, I know my motive, I'm going to make it happen. This is the month that could be your identity. You get to reinvent yourself as many times as you want, as long as what you're doing glorifies the Lord. So what is your identity this month? What would he expect of you?
Oh, Christina, I love it, right? Like, I mean, you guys, I want to invite you, first of all, to take that list of yeah buts, take it, rip it out of your notebook right now. You can't leave that there. Rip it out. And I want you to crumple that up. I'm going to see if I can see anybody doing this. And I want you, yeah, that's right. I want you to throw that in the trash can. I want you to burn that list, because here's the thing, you guys. Everything from this moment, you can decide that whatever has happened in your business, we have a funeral with what has happened or what hasn't happened, and you can move forward. And it can be a full, new, exciting beginning. And I want to invite you, I said this at Rising Leaders, to jump in the pool. Stop thinking about it. Stop getting ready to get ready. Stop analyzing it and run with so much excitement, you guys, because guess what? Your family, your kids, your community can't wait any longer for you to jump in that pool. They deserve for you to jump in that pool. I wanted to be the mom that my kids pointed and said, my mom built that. My mom did that. And you guys, and you might be the dad on here, my dad did that, right? And those things happen in moments like tonight, where you might have some yeah buts, you might have a little bit of fear, you might have a little bit of, I don't know, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. And you guys, there has never, this is not hype. There has never been a better time to be on this planet, 2026, with this opportunity. I said this on my stories today. We get to design a life exactly how we want to live it. And we have an income opportunity that is limitless. What are you doing? What are you doing with it? So many of y'all prayed for what is right in front of you. And I dare you to jump in that pool, because I guarantee you, you wouldn't even recognize yourself. I guarantee you that maybe here's your potential and maybe here's where you are. How many of y'all, put in the chat right now, how many of you feel like you are actually working at your full 100% potential? I dare you. I double dog dare you to jump in this pool, because y'all, there's no better place to be. Plexus, there is no better place to be. There is no better compensation plan. There is no better product. There are no better leaders. We have to stop thinking about it, and we got to go. We got to go. And I'm telling you, being on this call tonight, I don't know, like my heart is so full. And every single person, you're not here by accident, guys. You didn't just stumble on this call. Some of y'all didn't even get on this call right in the beginning because it was so full. Don't waste everything that you've learned tonight. Go take it, go use it, go run with it. Brittney, close us out, girl.
So good. I don't have anything else to say. There's nothing to add to that. That was amazing. I think everybody's fired up. Everybody's ready to go charge hell with a water pistol. Get that aura ring on your finger, maybe 2 of them. I'm fired up. I hope you guys are too. This will not be the last you hear from this group of diamonds. We're excited to bring more to you guys coming soon. So stay tuned for that. This is recorded, so share with all your friends. And let's go. Let's make March month of momentum. All right, that's it, y'all. Good night.